Foley Fables, Wednesday. Foley Fables being the series where I play games that are mostly there for their narrative content and not necessarily for their gameplay content. It is a very tenuous distinction that I make, but whatever. That's what I'm going with. You're here for the story, not necessarily for the gameplay. Anyway, we're going to continue 2064 read-only memories. So previously on 2064 read-only memories, we have discovered that Turing's creator hasn't been kidnapped. They've been murdered, actually. So we still don't know why, don't know who. We've pretty much lost all of our leads at this point, because I absolutely flubbed a minigame last time when we were playing, and I just completely fucked it up, and we weren't able to track down those people, so we're gonna have to go with whatever now at this point. Let's continue. So we were given a very tenuous clue, very tenuous job, I guess. Did the game not fucking save? Oh, this could be a problem. This could be an issue. Okay, it's this one. It's this one. Okay. That was scary. Okay, anyway, we were given a very tenuous lead that we should check out this media company because their articles have been altered to make it seem like they really, really hate the human revolution, who are a faction of people who think technology is moving too fast. And they're kind of shitheads, really, but yeah, it seems that somebody's been fucking with some news articles, and that has some tenuous connection to our friend, whose name I have forgotten, and I need to drop the audio on 2064 because it's a bit loud. It looks things. Anyway, so we tracked it down to this person, the talent show host, whose name I have also forgotten. He has also been having his articles are being messed up as well. So we're gonna have a chat with him, see if he knows what's happening, and I guess we'll see from there if it actually ties in with the greater story. All right then, let's have a chat.
Fantastic! How fantastic! I just love your ROM.
I'm sure you do.
Not quite as stunning as mine, but still pretty grand. Very sleek, very clean. Bravo.
Thanks, I guess. I didn't do anything.
Sympathy is doing that thing where she waves at me to hurry things up. Right down to brass tacks then, I suppose. Wait! I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Charlie Nova.
That's it. That was his name. I had forgotten his name.
And star in the stratosphere.
Right, so he's a reality TV talent show host guy.
But you already knew that, I'm sure.
Of course, that's why I forgot your name.
What can I do for you?
Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? I don't care. What can you tell me about TMI? I don't really care about that either. I thought we wanted to get down to brass tacks. Alright, whatever, go on.
Oh, you flatter me. Yes, you do. I can't imagine you've come all this way just to get my story.
Correct.
Have you? After all, I've already published my very own splendid 100% original autobiography, Like a Nova.
Wouldn't everybody's autobiography be 100% original? Right? It's your life. No one else is living your life. No one else can write about your life. And if somebody else does write about your life, it's not an autobiography. So,
but I suppose I can give you a quick rundown, even if sympathy is giving me the stink eye. I grew up here on the mean streets of Neo-SF, but my jocular nature and striking countenance got me scouted for a few small product advertisements.
dick pills.
And the rest is not so ancient history. Now I'm the host of the largest celebrity news show on the mesh, and I couldn't be happier.
I bet.
It's all thanks to my swarms of fans, though. They're the ones who count.
I'm sure they do. What can you tell me about TMI?
Yes, any additional information on your station would be greatly appreciated.
Well, it's the best damn network on the planet, I can tell you that.
Right, because you work for it, and you're
We put out
contractually
top-notch
obligated to say that.
entertainment, but with real heart that our competitors just can't match. But if you really want to know about TMI, you need to know about Sympathy. It's her pride and joy, after all.
Yeah, but she told us to go talk to you, so
Sure,
here we are.
She can be a little acerbic, and sure, she calls me a poofy-haired oaf all the time. But you can really tell she cares, you know?
I would hope so. Unless the name Sympathy is ironic.
Deep down. I'm not sure if that throat-cutting gesture she's making is a signal to move to another topic or a threat against my physical well-being.
Could be.
So, let's move on.
Great, can we get to the thing I actually wanted to know?
What next?
Alright, have you heard that your stories are getting altered once they get posted on the mesh? The mesh being the internet in this game.
Oh, it may have come up in the last lunch meeting we had, but Sympathy assured me that it was some kind of technical glitch, and our support people were on top of it.
No, it's not.
They're top-notch, the absolute best money can buy.
They haven't figured it
I
out,
don't
so
think there's anything more to
maybe they're
say
not.
on
They're
this.
probably not the best. Great, he knows nothing. You've heard of other people's posts getting altered too. You're telling me you don't know anything at all. Look, Charles, we're just trying to get to the bottom of this. We've heard of other people's posts getting altered too.
That's very upsetting. I hope you've passed along that information to Sympathy.
She was not happy to reciprocate though.
I'm certain our tech people will be able to find the culprit in short order once they know enough about it. I really don't know what I have to do with it, though.
Well, unless you were doing it. Chuck, I'm sure you're better informed than that, right? You're at the top of this heap, yeah? It's a bit worrying that you don't know more. It was your posts they were manipulating. Specifically. No one else's, just yours.
And that is supposed to mean what? I'm not sure if you're trying to imply that I had something to do with this.
I am,
or that I'm
actually.
being targeted for some specific reason, but if you have an accusation to level, then make it known.
Alright. Take it that was the...
Far too important to be wasted on beating around the bush.
All right, that's enough.
Damn it, I think I fucked that up.
Charlie has a show to get ready for. He's told you everything he's going to. So get the hell out of here.
Never. Make me.
If you find anything more interesting than what you got, come back and see me again.
No. How about you come see me?
Remember, I'm the victim in all this.
Sure you are, Charlie, sure you are. Wow, you got booted out pretty damn fast there.
Oh man, she looks really cheesed off now. Do you know how snippy she can get?
I've had a sampling, I think.
Her coffee ready. Maybe that'll calm her down. We're very sorry if we made your day more difficult. Perhaps I could take the coffee over to Sympathy and we could try to smooth her rumpled feathers. Yeah, okay, sure. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You make her even madder?
Probably. You haven't seen me work.
On second thought. It'll only take a minute. Alright, but she takes it with plenty of milk.
How much milk? All milk? Oh, I have the spoiled milk. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. Super spoiled milk. I want to use the super spoiled milk. Okay, hang on. We gotta find a way to do this. Use item.
Okay, let's deliver this and make amends.
This will not end well.
I thought I told you to beat it.
Yeah,
Why your ears just not work.
Look, I just wanted to bring you your horrible coffee and make sure there were no hard feelings. Alright, I forget. I have to actually be in this window to make this work.
Ha! Ah, that's cute. I I promise I don't bite. I just have a job to do.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I think Charlie's hair gel seeps into his brain, but he brings in most of our revenue, so his happiness is our top priority. Ugh, my stomach is killing me. Maybe
Oops.
those egg rolls I had earlier.
Yeah, must be that.
I'm heading to the can, and you're heading to the street.
Now we can have a little chat with Charlie. Hey, Charlie.
Did you want a signed photo?
No, I want better news from you. I've heard of other people's posts getting altered too. You're telling me you don't know anything at all? Look, Charles, we're just trying to get to the bottom of this.
I'm not quite sure what you're insinuating, but I am a pillar of this community, and I care deeply about our reports getting to the viewer the way they're intended.
I doubt it somehow.
I assure you that sympathy is on top of the situation, and with that, I'll have to bid you good day.
Damn it.
Oh, goddamn, I don't know what's wrong with my stomach. And didn't I tell you to get the hell out of here?
Yeah, I wanted to talk to Chuck
You're
for a
on my
bit.
last nerve, and if you wanted to earn a grudge with me, you're just about there. Move.
Damn it. God damn it.
That did not go well at all.
Sure didn't.
We need some kind of leverage to get Mr. Nova to give us the information we want. I'm certain he knows something. Don't you agree?
Very much so. He's hiding something. He's being pretty evasive. He does and Sympathy does. It's not like we have any other leads. He was being pretty evasive.
Indeed. While you were talking to him, I took the opportunity to look into his history more thoroughly.
Okay. His search history, I'm sure.
It turns out he did a series of promos for a local Hassie bar early in his career, and some fans still spot him there from time to time. It's a long shot, but frankly, everything about this case has been one long shot after another.
We've missed every single one of them.
We should question the people at this Hassie establishment and look for any dirt we can use to put some pressure on Mr. Nova.
All right.
There must be something. It's the only path I see.
Sure, better than nothing, whatever. Sure.
The Hassie bar is located on Market Street, near the Genus Clinic.
Is this the same one? The one we were already in? Can I steal this milk? Yoink. Right, now I got some milk. Can I steal this plant too while I'm at it?
We can't take it. It's too young to go through that much change.
Fine.
Go right on through.
Okay, no, it's pointless. We won't be able to do anything anyway. Okay, map. Back to the Hassie bar, I guess. So this is the Hassie bar that we have broken the climate robot at. So now it's snowing constantly. That's James Stephanie Sterling is the voice for that character. Okay, Hassie bar. Let's have a chat with Ramona.
Well, if it isn't the luckiest jerk I've ever seen in my life. I had to schedule a specialist to come fix my ROM, and you better hope they can. Oh well, all's well that ends well. I underestimated how much people would appreciate an early Christmas.
Okay.
Anyway, what can I do for you?
Hey, you know anything about Charlie? Hoping you had some time to talk.
Sure. I still have a little bit before closing, and I could use some conversation to distract me from the anticipation of the VR drama I have waiting for me when I get off.
Nice.
What do you want to know?
I want some dirt on Charlie. And Charlie Nova do promos for this place. Can you tell me about VR technology? What's the VR drama about? Didn't Charlie Nova do promos for this place?
Charlie is a complete trip. We met when he was just starting out doing adverts. He still drops in every once in a while to hang out.
Okay.
I love the guy. He's super funny, always has the best stories, and his hair is perfect. And he parties harder than anyone I know. A couple weeks ago, he invited me to his raid at some hole that's probably already shut down, and he got so amped up on Crash that that he jumped up on the table and hosted an impromptu dirty dancing contest.
Did he know? Did he know?
I swear, if he was in Charlie Nova, we would have gotten chucked out on our asses. But it was a lot of fun.
I suppose there's any footage of this.
Just hang around here long enough. He loves mingling with his fans. Not that it helps his ego any.
This is pretty innocuous.
Is it?
We are going to need more evidence if we're to fabricate a believable story that will convince Mr. Nova it's in his best interest to help us.
Okay. Alright, let's talk to some other people.
Sure. Just let me know if you need anything. I'm always happy to help.
Alright, maybe the robot knows something. Hey, robot. Go for another visit with Sassy Hassy. Nothing happened. Okay. Let's talk to the plant. The plant must know something. There are rumors that the plants here are actually given Hassy, not water. Alright, costumer.
I haven't seen you around here before.
Yeah, I'm new.
Is there something I can help you with?
Yeah, what do you know about Charlie? Or Charlie Nova hangs out around here sometimes.
Another one of his fans, huh?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, he comes here.
real
sometime.
Nova Knight. Nova Nonic.
I don't really get why everyone likes him so much.
What's your issue with him?
Well, I have a picture from this time he flipped off a box of kittens. Somebody brought them to try to give away, and one of them scratched him up. He ended up taking it home, but he really hammed it up about getting scratched. I think he ended up calling him, I think it was Captain Snuggles? It was pretty funny, actually. I'll send your Rom a picture.
Okay, we can probably use the picture of him flipping something off. Maybe not the kittens. We might have to shop something in. Hello, Keith.
Oh, hey, it's you. Wow, long time.
Yeah,
Who's this?
good question. This is Keith, an old buddy of mine. Apparently, this is Keith, an old buddy of
You're
mine.
not too old now. Did you manage to keep that plan I got you alive?
No.
Oh, man. Rest in peace, Wilty.
Yeah,
You probably overwatered it, didn't you?
that is correct.
That's exactly right.
Damn it, Turing.
Figures. So, what's with the bot?
That's Turing, my ROM.
Yours? Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think you liked to bring work home, as it were.
I work from home. I don't. It's not a question that I bring work home. It's already there. It lives there.
Anyway, it's
Doesn't
great
pay
to
rent.
see you. What brings you to the Hassy Bar? Doing a review of that sweet weather ROM outside or something?
Yeah, something like that. We're actually here on an investigation.
All right, now that's the kind of journalism I'm talking about.
Indeed, we're looking into some accusations made against Charlie Nova. And we're actually trying to build up a solid case against him.
No shit. I actually may
Some
have
shit.
exactly what you need.
Well, isn't that great,
Charlie
Keith?
comes here
Good
all
thing
the
you were
time.
here.
You know that show he's host of, Star in the Stratosphere?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
That show where normal people try to become actors and singers and all.
Normal. Normal. Citation needed on that, but okay.
Listen to this recording I made when he was here last month on his book tour. So many people come up to me thinking that if they can sing or act, I'll just make them a superstar. But that isn't how it works.
Isn't it?
Raw talent isn't enough to get you by in this industry, and anyone who thinks so is lying to themselves. It takes hard work and persistence. You gotta want it, and want it bad.
It also helps if your mommy or daddy were also in the industry.
But the kids I get on Star in the Stratosphere, which I host each and every week, as you all know, they're all so young and hungry. I love them. I do my damnedest to make sure they get what they want. They give me their best, so I'm gonna give them mine.
It's not much, and it might help you build a case if you chop it up right.
Yeah, that's
Just
what we're gonna
keep
do.
my name off it.
We're
Get
gonna.
those hiking pictures, not scandals. Well, if nothing else, the threat of this dropping on the mess should get them talking. Here, I just made a copy for you.
Cheers.
Anyway, I'd love to catch up soon. For now, I'll let you keep at it. You can usually find me here if you want to chat again.
All right, Keith. Thanks, Keith.
Say,
Mm-hmm.
why did you tell Keith that I belong to you?
It's much easier this way. I do like you, and I don't have a ROM of my own yet. It's more convenient that way during investigations. Look, we got what we were after, didn't we? Yeah, the middle one. I don't want to be like, I own a sentient creature.
Very fair. You may continue to run with that as your story with those who don't or shouldn't know the truth about me. Anyway,
Evidence added items. This should be enough to get his attention, apparently. Okay.
frankly, I'm starting to feel a bit uneasy about this. Mr. Nova's clearly an upstanding individual. It's just a bit boisterous.
Yeah, but he's also hiding something about a murder.
We're in for a penny. We're in for a pound. This should be more than enough anecdotal evidence to fabricate a less than flattering image of Mr. Nova that the public will eat right up.
I wonder now if the game actually lets us do that,
Let's
or is it
present our
just
story to him immediately?
do it themselves?
Hopefully our delay has not put him in physical danger.
Okay. Leave. Let's have a look at this evidence. Look at blackmail. Valuable dirt on Charlie Nova, apparently. Right. Back to old Charlie.
Hey, you two.
Sure.
I think I'm gonna have to let security know that you're not allowed back in the building.
Why? Got some stuff that might change your mind about teaming up.
Doubtful, but let's hear it. Never let it be said I didn't give someone a chance to dig their own grave.
Has Charlie been having partying problems? Much of an animal lover, are you, Charlie? I bet the world would love to hear such an inspiring pep talk. Let's just say partying problems.
So what? I like to show people a good time. There's nothing wrong with that.
Damn it, I told you to get off the crash, Charlie. Shit like this keeps coming up.
Oops.
I did. And besides, I wasn't doing anything illegal.
Anyway, this is just pathetic. This is really your best attempt at blackmailing
Oh,
us?
I'm not done yet. Bet the world would love to hear such an inspiring pep talk.
Ha! You're just grasping at straws. This speech was truly a beacon of light for the entire entertainment community. There's no way an original sermon like that is going to convince anyone that I'm a bad guy.
Well, with some creative editing. Whatever, this is still nothing but hot air. You need to step up your game, kid.
Yeah, well, he flipped off a kitten.
Hey, that's completely out of context. And I love Captain Snuggles. Sure, we didn't get off to a good start, but he's a great cat. The best.
Charlie, flipping off a kitten? Why? You go public with this flimsy smear piece, I'm gonna tear you apart.
Oh, enough, enough! I'm not cut out for this cloak and dagger game, Sympathy. What's the big deal anyway? It's not like they've got anything substantial to use. I might as well give them what they want, so they'll go away.
Yeah, cool. Do that.
Tell them whatever you want. And I'll be taking that evidence.
Sure.
You didn't have to do all of this. I would have helped if you had just asked.
I did, many times.
There's always push and dig and needle, isn't it? I'm not a journalist. I'm just an anchor. I read off a teleprompter and look good doing it. I don't have much to offer you, but here's what I know. Trust me, I'd love to lay down some earth-shattering pronouncement and dazzle you with my investigative skills. But all I've got is flimsy threads at best.
That's fine. I can weave them into an interesting tapestry.
With my stories. Stuff getting changed, making me look like I don't like the human revolution or whatever.
Yes.
It started after I had an upgrade made to my VR uplink hardware.
Oh, what kind of upgrade? A sexy type.
Illegal kind. Look, I like to have a good time at a
It
party,
now comes
right?
with a genital port.
But sympathy keeps hammering on me for pounding back too much crash and whatnot. Nothing illegal, but she says it makes me look like shit on camera the next day.
Fair enough.
So I went to this guy I know, good guy, everyone uses him. He's called Nanya.
None of your business?
He does great work. After just one simple back alley brain surgery, bing bang boom. I can use an app to make my VR uplink have the same effect on my brain that the stims do, without all the nasty physical side effects.
No, there's just nasty mental side effects instead.
It could be a coincidence, though. The tech guys didn't find anything wrong with my uplink, and they say the modifications check out. But that Nanya guy does a lot of work for media people around here. So if a bunch of posts are getting changed, maybe that's your weak link. Anyway, that's it. Pretty flimsy, but I'll send you the address and you can go talk to him.
Right. None of your business added to the city map.
If he'll even see you, that is.
We'll see. We'll make it happen.
Well, we took far too long to get to it, but I'm quite happy to assist in any way that I can. Just make sure you source me in your article, right? Maybe run a rough draft past me and I'll give you some quotes. I'm certain that'll help signal boost the story all the way to the stratosphere.
Right. I actually don't particularly care about running a story about this. We're just trying to figure out if this connects back to Turing and our friend.
Anyhow, I really have to get back to work. Let me know how it goes with the murderous hacker thing. My ROM will call your ROM.
Okay, we good? Alright. Well, let's have a chat with none of your business.
This looks like the spot. I'm awfully nervous and still a bit shaken up. Let's hurry and get out of here.
Sounds good. Let us save, because I do not save enough when we're playing this. This one. Okay. Alright, where are we going? Nunya's business door, the garage door, a gated door, a wrestler, another wrestler, the junks, box of donuts, box of stale looking donuts sits on the ground.
Hold up there, Speedy.
Yeah.
I've never seen the two of you around here before, and I know everybody.
Do you know everybody? That seems unlikely.
Why don't you let me know what's going on here first before you start barging through people's doors? Feel me?
It's a business door. You run a business. I'm not barging.
Hello? We're just here to speak to Nanya about something.
Just got into town and you're already asking favors from folks, huh?
Where's this favors business? You run a business.
Tisk, 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 my little blue friend.
What? No, it's not like that. Listen, we don't want any trouble, but we're kind of in a hurry.
Trouble? There's no trouble here.
Isn't there? There's 3 muscle-bound people blocking my way here.
We can be friends.
For what price?
I like this one. You're a little more street smart than your blue bot buddy here, I see. No, I like you too. You're cool in my book. And since we're all such good friends now,
Mm-hmm.
maybe you'll be willing to give back to the community and do a favor for your new pal for Moolah first.
For Moolah. What kind of a favor? What kind of a name is for Moolah?
Don't you worry about that. You see, I'm a budding street musician,
I'll bet.
working on my next big hit. Feel me? But I'm sort of stuck on a few lines. I just gotta get these last few rhymes right. Maybe you could share a little of your creativity with me and see what we come up with.
Okay.
And it'll be fun.
You sure? I'm like the whitest person on the planet. I don't know. You know, time for this. Could try to help you out a little, I guess.
Are you sure about this?
No.
You know how important this has become. Time is of the essence.
Yeah, I know, but he's not gonna let us pass.
You don't have time to not help me.
Huh?
What do you think would take longer? Helping an up-and-coming singer-songwriter finish a guaranteed worldwide hit? Or you could ignore me and maybe I'll send over an anonymous tip to the Neo SFPD. You see, I know for a fact that everything inside this shop here is 100% legal. But I bet whatever you got in your mind sure ain't.
You don't
Even
know
if
that.
They didn't find anything. It'd take the rest of the day to iron out. People like you don't come down here for anything boring.
What do you mean people like me? What's that supposed to mean?
We clean up good. How well do you cover your tracks when you're in such a hurry, I wonder?
This isn't good. If Lexi in particular gets suspicious and starts tracking us down, things will become rougher for us. Not to mention all the other people it could indirectly affect. This whole case is life or death.
Yes, Turing, I know. This is why I said I would help him, and now this is happening.
Huh, kind of a dramatic rhyme, ain't it? But I made my point clear. If you don't help me out, I'll make sure you never get in to see Nanya at all. He's my buddy. Done me a favor or two, so I return him when I'm asked.
Does he know you're preventing him from getting business?
That's how
I
we do
don't think
things.
he'd be pretty happy to hear that. Fine, we'll help finish your damn
I
song.
knew you'd see it my way. All you gotta do is help me complete my rhymes, you dig? A couple of them are just missing a word or two, but if I really want to make this song fantastic, I'm gonna need some killer inspiration.
Okay.
It's gonna be super cred. Anyway, you ready for this?
Sure. I'll just mess up yet another minigame, I guess. Let's go get some more inspiration. No, let's do it.
Gonna give it a shot? That's what I like to hear. Here's the first line I'm having trouble with. You ready?
Sure.
It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of, hang on a second.
Elephant ear, old wrestling gear, my holiday cheer. My holiday cheer.
It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of my holiday cheer. Hey, yeah, that totally works.
Good. Now let me in.
Yeah, thanks a ton. Here's the next line. Ready? Pay attention now. If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. And if you want my number,
If you bring mistletoe, you'll knock me off my guard. Guard is highlighted. And if you want my number, I'll... something, something, something.
You know, for this one, I don't think words are gonna be enough. I'm gonna need some inspiration to make it come together. If you've got anything to show me that you think will help me out, let me know.
Okay. Milk? A gun? Maybe a gun?
If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. But if you want my number, I'll give you my stun gun.
Alright, I'll give you my ID card or business
That doesn't
card.
rhyme.
Sure doesn't.
Oh man, you totally. I'm gonna keep thinking, but let me.
Haven't you ever rapped before?
No, I'm white. I'm fucking Irish suburb guy. Why would I have rapped before? Okay. Business card?
If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. But if you want my number, I'll give you my business card. Hey, that totally works. Really, thanks so much. I'd never be able to write a song like this without you.
Okay, cool. Are we done now?
A Christmas-themed love song?
Apparently. There's lots of them.
Aren't those supposed to be pretty tacky?
Yes. So far, they've been pretty
All
bad.
right, now I need your help with just one more line. I promise it's the last one.
I doubt it. Write the whole last
Driving
verse
me
all by
up a
itself.
wall. I hope you can tackle it as well as you did the others. Ready? Here we go. This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a nice pair of,
Headphones.
damn it. This is getting embarrassing. There's no way to salvage this one without some seriously fresh inspiration, yo. Don't lose hope. I'm sure it'll hit us any second now.
Okay, headphones.
This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a pair of GX Ultra beats.
What? Why isn't it headphones?
That doesn't rhyme. Oh man, you might need to find some more inspiration around before you can really help me. I'm gonna keep thinking, but let me know.
Do you even know how to rap?
No. Donuts? Steal the donuts. Take all donuts.
Wait, those are... sure, why not?
Good. Donuts. Tones.
This is genius. The contrast of the art's colors to the walls. The way the letters stretch out. Not to mention the accented punctuation amplifying the outcry.
Yes.
Who are the junks and to whom are they unworthy?
Okay, items. Tones. Headphones work perfectly well. Why did he... I'm gonna give him a janky box of donuts and see how that goes. Here's the janky box of donuts.
This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a pair of yummy Christmas scones.
What? What?
He does know those are donuts, right?
Clearly
Now
not.
that's what I call a tasty beat. That was amazing. I can't believe you pulled it off. Whatever you do for work now, it doesn't matter. You should become a musician. We totally become rivals, and I bet you that... On second thought, you keep your day job. This is my territory. Feel me? But you did help out in a huge way, so I guess you're cool.
Thanks.
Go on in and see Nanya whenever you want. I'll just be chilling out here, soaking up the inspiration of my surroundings, baby.
Here, you can keep the
Christmas scones.
It was nice meeting you, Formula.
No, it wasn't.
Hey, you too, little Bob Blue. Hey, that kind of rhymes.
Let's go.
Indeed. Alright now. Before we were so rudely interrupted. Hey, you boy Pathy. This game looks interesting. Yeah, it's a point and click kind of murder mystery type thing where it's set somewhat in the future San Francisco. We are accompanied by the very first sentient robot, but nobody knows that he's sentient. They all think he's just a regular assistant bot thing, and we are trying to locate. We were trying to locate his creator, but now we've discovered his creator was murdered. So now we're trying to locate whoever murdered him. Okay. The thick, slightly opaque window makes it hard to see the finer details of the operating room, but you can still make out the basics: tables, stretchers, complex-looking surgical equipment, and supply cabinets. What else have we got? A panel. A small panel in the wall belches out many loose, stray wires. Maybe they're for powering the surgery equipment. Why would you leave the wires out here? For me to fuck with, probably. Bunch of wires. A colossal mess of tangled wires sprawls on the floor. Okay, ads. Crash sign. A neon crash sign lights up the front of the beat-up desk. A CRT monitor? Wow, this is old school. Alright, let's have a chat with Cyclops here.
Nope.
Okay, well, we'll turn around. Yep.
Nope, I don't know you. You got someone willing to vouch for you?
Yeah.
If not, get out of my shop.
You got Formula and Charlie Nova. Just met Formula, he said we were cool. Charlie Nova said I should come talk to you.
Moolah? That guy's a hoot. Keeps out the riffraff and fakers, too.
Correct.
But seriously, where did you hear about me?
Charlie Nova said I should come talk to you.
Charlie? Yeah, I remember him. That TV guy runs his mouth a lot.
Sure does.
Yeah. Paid good enough. Alright then, what can I do for you?
Can you tell me why you fucked up his VR implant? We have something important to ask you. Charlie said your name is none your business. I feel like they are setting this up for a none your business joke, but let's go.
Sure, if that's what you want to call me. If your credit's clear, you can call me whatever you want.
What about Susan?
Enough foreplay. What can I do for you? A fresh install, custom firmware, maybe an upgrade?
No, I don't have any of those
I
things.
can pretty much do it all.
Or any money for that
Most
matter.
people come in here for VR implants. Turns out brain surgery is expensive, yeah?
Yeah. Do you have, like, a VR genital attachment? Maybe. We don't need surgery. We don't need sugary. We're here on a different kind of business. Disappointing, yeah, no joke. I feel like they're ramping up for it.
We're in a bad situation. Local news articles are being mysteriously altered after they've been posted to the mesh, even while the originals are still online.
Yes, so somebody is somehow intercepting the browser and changing the article.
Charlie Novas are being manipulated as well, and he pointed us in your direction. It didn't start happening until after he had his implant upgraded.
Yeah, what did you do? Do you know anything about that? What kind of parts did you use for Charlie? Have you had issues with the Human Revolution? We haven't mentioned... Did we mention the Human Revolution? Maybe we did.
What are you, cops?
Yes. No, wait, no.
Worse. You're journalists.
Oh shit. He got us.
Get the hell out of my shop.
Well,
I have a business to run. I don't have time to answer shit about shit that don't got shit to do with me. You found the door before, find it again. And tell Charlie he can get someone else to do him a rush job when he's back on stims and needs a workaround. He ain't welcome around here anymore.
oof.
Give us a moment, please. I don't know about you, but I'm getting tired of being given the runaround by these meat bags.
Meat bags.
We
That's
could
very
just
HK47 of you, Turing.
blackmail to get what we want from this Nanya. But I think it's time to take matters into our own hands. I have an idea.
Do we finally get to shoot somebody with the stun gun?
A few minutes.
Okay.
Just do what you normally do and ask questions.
Just annoy the shit out of him.
Nothing
Got it.
about the blog post, though. We don't want to set him off. Just keep him talking.
Right.
It'll only take a minute.
An exact minute? An Earth minute? A Mars
Are you gonna
minute?
get going, or am I gonna have to call someone to make you get going?
The second one? I think we got off on the wrong foot in a new business. Might be on the right track with the cops' idea. Listen, we don't think you had anything to do with it. Okay.
Damn straight. Now get out of here.
You might be on the right track with the cops' idea? Listen,
If anyone was going to hack Charlie's implant, you would have the best access.
Are you kidding me? You think you get to walk into my place of business and accuse me of installing malware onto a customer's implant?
yes. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Fine. Bring it on. My reputation is ironclad, and there just ain't no way Charlie's implant was ever touched. Messing with the firmware would make it light up like Christmas morning with user warnings. So unless he's been letting someone else dig around in his head, you'll be the one left looking like an asshole.
That's fine. Everyone thinks I'm an asshole anyway. Couldn't someone just hack the implant over the mesh?
No, they couldn't. VR interfaces require a hardline connection to receive I/O. So
Right.
unless Charlie's been using a headset to route his ROM's HUD through it, there ain't no way to get into it.
Maybe he has been doing that. I hope Turing is doing whatever he said he was going to do.
And if Charlie's installation got infected, I don't see what the hell that has to do with me. Tell him to buy some antivirus software and keep off the sketchy porn sites. The end.
That's where the best porn is, though.
Not that you would care, but my creator Hayden died over this. You think we care about your reputation?
Turing.
You're out of your damn mind, robot. I've done nothing wrong. Are we done?
No, because Turing hasn't done the thing he said he was going to do. Guess this place really is on the up and up.
It is.
I'm sure you have all the proper permits and everything.
Now you're ragging on my shop?
Yeah.
Everything here is to code. End of story. I'm not doing anything illegal, unless you're some kind of corporate apologist and think factory warranties are sacrosanct.
No,
Just
I don't.
because I want to be discriminating with my clientele doesn't mean I'm a crook. Tell you what, how about you get the hell out of my shop and don't come back without a cop and a warrant, since you're so concerned about the public welfare.
Turing? Who would want to come back to a place like this?
Yeah, whatever.
Turing, did you do your thing? Turing? Okay. Let's keep talking, I guess.
I've done nothing wrong. Are we done?
No. Did you do something, Turing, or what?
You may not know this, but I have a finely tuned sense of electromagnetic fields. All
Okay.
ROMs do.
Right.
We need to be able to maintain optimal contact with the mesh, catalog and use various wireless transmissions, and avoid areas with dangerously high interference.
Right, okay. You've got a very good 5G connection. I got it, Turing.
Your stock off-the-shelf ROM has very little command over the frequencies available to be scanned. But I'm starting to realize how very little of me is stock or off-the-shelf after the changes Hayden made. That means when the humidity is low, the air fairly sings for me, amongst other things.
I'm not. I think you're getting somewhere. Could you speed up to your point, please?
Meaning, in layman's terms, I could read his monitor over his shoulder while being across the room.
Okay. Can read monitors without actually seeing them.
Well, some. I doubt I could have handled an LCD monitor. They require extra parts I just don't have.
You had a you can read a CRT
And the
monitor somehow.
fidelity is a bit low. Anyways, Nanya looked up his client records on Charlie, and I got some of the names of his other customers off of the spreadsheet.
Nice.
one in particular stands out. Shotaro Otsuka.
Sounds flimsy. What's the relevance? What's the relevance?
Mr. Otsuka is a moderately prominent tech blogger, respected, perhaps a bit vitriolic. He catches my attention though because historically he has been very critical of parallax in his posts.
Okay.
Recently though, the tone has been increasingly moderate, and now he is almost effusive in his praise. His fans are accusing him of shilling for the company, but many of his earliest posts show some of the same manipulations that we saw from Augmented Eye and Nova's blog. Now it's like he's being ghost-written entirely.
Alright, lead the way then. It might be worth looking into. Fine, maybe we'll find a story notes. Lead the way.
I've marked the location of Shotaro Otsuka's apartment on your map. After you.
Alright, Turing. Let's see what this leads us to. Shotaro Otsuka. Oh, it's raining now. Great.
This is the building.
There's a spider web in the way though. I can't go in.
Mr. Otsuka must do well for himself, considering the neighborhood. Not the priciest section of Neo SF, but nice enough for a self-employed tech blogger. Perhaps we should.
Where is he
just
getting the
ring
money
bell?
from being a self-employed tech vlogger and he can afford a nice house? Perhaps we should just ring the bell, perhaps.
We both know it won't be that easy, but it's important to maintain some courtesies.
Are you suggesting that this is a video game and there will be more to it than just walking up and having them tell us what to do? Hello, cat. A moderately large tabby cat basks in its own self-satisfaction. Yes, seems very satisfied about being a cat. Good for you, cat. Can I pet the cat? The little cat bumps its forehead against your knee and starts kneading its paws against the ground. Very good. Hey, Spongoloid. Does the weather affect things? No. No. I thought, like, maybe Turing would be like, I can't be out in the rain because, you know, I'm a robot, but it doesn't seem like it. Newsroom employee. Hey, you're following us. Because you were in the last place. I'm sure that won't come up. Alright, doorbell. Use the doorbell.
Greetings, guests. I am LJ2. Shotaro Otsuka's wrong.
What happened to LJ1?
Shotaro was not expecting any company at this hour, but I will let him know you are here.
Okay.
Sorry for the wait. Please hold on for just a moment while I fetch him.
How many moments? 6?
That's encouraging.
He's gonna tell us to fuck off.
That was odd. Maybe try the bell again.
He's dead, isn't he?
I am LJ2. Shotaro Otsuka's wrong.
Okay.
Shotaro was not expecting any
Company
company
at this hour, then we're here.
Sorry for the wait.
Please wait.
What is taking so long?
He's dead. You know what's taking so long.
All right, third time's the charm, right? Once more, with feeling.
Greetings, guests.
Yeah.
I am LJ.
Yeah.
Shotaro was not expecting any
Yeah.
company. Sorry for the wait.
Mm-hmm.
Ah! Why can't this ever be easy?
You know why?
I swear I'll blow out a fuse before we're done.
It's a video game, Turing. That's why it can't be easy.
Haven for system redundancies. Well, that's that. Let's see if we can find a way into Mr. Otsuka's apartment ourselves.
Oh, cool. Breaking in. You are you're advocating breaking and entering, Turing, just so you're aware. Okay. There's a ladder here. Can we reach it?
Mr. Otsuka's apartment is on the second floor. The fire escape should give us access to his window.
Yes. That was my thinking.
We just need something to let us reach it.
The cat?
I'm sure there's some piece of detritus or loose end laying around we could use.
Yeah, it's probably your one's umbrella, but she's not going to give it to us.
Oh, that's how these things always work.
Correct. That is how point-and-click adventures work. All right, pick up the cat. Okay, I'm not allowed to pick up the cat. I will talk to the cat. What's up, cat? Oh, expert meow. Okay. Hey, can I have your umbrella?
Hey,
What's
didn't
up?
I see you earlier at TMI?
No, I saw you earlier at TMI. Why are you following me?
Nice to meet you. I'm Sky.
What's up, Sky?
You
Why are
weren't
you
prepared
following
for
me?
The weather, huh?
Why are you
Your
wearing
ROM looks fancy
3D
enough to keep
glasses?
track of that.
About that.
You want my umbrella?
Yes.
Not for the weather. We need to use the hook handle to reach the fire escape ladder so we can pull it down.
Oh, you live here and lost your key card, huh?
Yeah, that's
I
it.
totally understand. I do that all the time. But look, as much as I'd love to give you this umbrella,
Mhm.
I'm kinda using it right now. Where I come from, see, we're all about equal trades. It's part of our culture.
Gym
What?
culture?
Gym culture?
Sorry, but unless you've got anything interesting to exchange for it, I'm gonna hold on to this.
Hey, how about these shitty headphones I've been carrying around?
Don't want to get wet.
Okay, shitty headphones. Let's try that. Here's some shitty headphones.
These are pretty cool, but I'm not big into music. I like video games more.
Yeah,
There's no
same.
mic on this headset.
Fine. Can I interest you in some milk, perhaps? Oh, I can't give him the milk. Hey, hand over your umbrella.
Whoa! Calm down! Calm down! I'll give you the umbrella!
What? We weren't going to shoot you.
Yes, I was.
Oh. Then you can't have it.
God damn it, hey, how about a brochure from the Human Revolution?
Those guys are gross.
They sure are.
Are you a part of that?
No.
Oh, you're not? Then let's not talk about it, okay?
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, I guess we'll have to come back later for this guy, because I don't think we have anything to give him. Wait, what's this? Amp tree. Oh, can I knock him out? Trunk is prickled and rough as you can reach. What? Did I read that wrong? There could be spiders in those holes. Just kick it down and knock a fucking coconut onto his head or something. Try giving a business card, because that's all the other stuff I have.
Hey, is this real? The
Yeah.
real Yannick Fairlight?
That's it. That's me.
You know him?
Of course I do! He's one of the most innovative tech minds of the last few generations! Can I please have this? I'll give you the umbrella.
Okay, yeah, sure. Here you go.
I think it's a fair trade.
I don't, honestly, but okay. Here you go.
Thanks! Here you go.
You dumbass. Alright.
This is so exciting! I'm gonna go call him right now!
Whoops.
Call him. Maybe that wasn't the best idea.
Too late.
Oh well, now we have our tool and a pretty spiffy one at that. Let's go.
Alright. Umbrella get.
Excellent work.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Alright, up we go. Okay, second floor. So, American second floor, which is this floor.
This window is unlocked. Let's go
Sick.
in.
Okay, bets. Taking bets. Is he dead? I'm gonna say yes. That's why he wasn't answering the phone. What's that smell? It's blood.
I'm not sure.
Or he shit himself.
My olfactory sensors detect chemicals associated with decaying food.
There
and
it is.
something else I can't pin down. It's unfamiliar to me.
Light switch?
That's better.
Ugh. The hell is that?
Let's take a look around.
Is this LJ2? Old food. Hello, Shotaro's ROM. Shotaro's ROM. It's called itself LJ2. The ROM just sits there. It appears to be powered down. Okay. Let's inspect the old food, I guess. An old greasy bag of to and fro. A fast food chain the state is famous for. Flies are circling like vultures. Alright, let's spin the chair around.
Shotaro? Shotaro must be plugged into the mesh. He hasn't even noticed us.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I could scream without him knowing.
Probably.
Ah! Hi! Mr. Otsuka! Nothing.
Yes, he's dead. I've established this.
Hello, guest.
Shit.
Shotaro has been a bit under the weather recently.
I've noticed.
So he has not been receiving anyone. He is trying very hard to keep up with his deadlines, but I will check and see if he has a moment to speak with you.
Thanks, LJ2.
We just checked, and he seems busy.
Is there anything else I might assist you with? A drink, perhaps?
Sure, get me a drink. How long has your owner been ill? Is your owner still making blog updates? When was your last diagnostics check? Thanks, LJ. How long has your owner been ill, in quotes?
Shotaro has been under the weather for some time, but I could not tell you precisely when.
Why not?
He rarely has visitors or goes on outings. So
Same.
This is only slightly abnormal behavior for him.
Yep,
In fact,
also
you're
same.
the first visitor he has had in a while.
What's a while? A computer would not say a while, right? It would give you days.
Several days, in fact.
Okay, fine.
Perhaps you could ask him about it yourself.
I could if
I
he
will
was
check and see
speaking.
if he has a moment to speak with you.
Is your owner still making blog updates? I doubt it.
He is. Shotaro is a diligent man.
Okay.
Even in the face of such adversity.
Right, so someone is puppeting him to do it?
If you are a reader of his work, his next significant piece will be going online tomorrow. I will not spoil it for you.
When was your last diagnostics check?
I run regular self-checks and have noticed no irregularities in either my hardware or software.
Right, but if there were irregularities in the checking procedure, you wouldn't know.
I appreciate your concern. If you think I am behaving erratically, perhaps you could mention it to Shotaro. He is skilled at maintenance. Very well. Let me know if you need anything.
I will.
I'm always happy to assist.
Got it. Okay. Can I just spin the chair around? Oh, I can. Nudge. He's dead.
Oh no.
I told you.
We're too late.
How long has he been here? I don't think we're too late exactly. I think he was dead before the game started.
It looks like he's been here for a couple of days, maybe a little longer.
Yeah, so the game started yesterday.
That means whoever did this did it before we even found out about all of this. Stabbed in the chest, right through the back of the chair.
Impressive.
Looks like it severed his carotid artery. I don't want to make any assumptions, but I can't help but wonder if this was done by the same person who assaulted Zin.
Probably.
His ROM doesn't even think anything is wrong.
Maybe the ROM did it.
Hurry. If I'm right, everyone we've talked to so far is in more danger than we thought. Someone is following us.
Yeah, the newsroom person.
We have to find his computer so I can see if I can pull anything relevant off of it. You interrogate his ROM.
I did, though.
Maybe you can find out why it's acting so strange.
Its eyes are probably missing or something. Okay, Shotaro's ROM. What's going on? LJ2 is cheerfully bouncing in one place. Use? The ROM evades your touch. Get back here, little shit.
Shotaro has been a bit under the weather recently.
Yeah?
So he has not been receiving anyone. He is trying very hard to keep up with his
Deadlines, yada yada.
That's okay. We'll wait.
Is there anything else I might assist you with?
Shotaro is dead, LJ2.
Shut itself down again. Let's see if we can pull some useful information off of Mr. Otsuka's computer. If we can find it.
Okay. So either it's like he's dead, so I don't need to be here anymore, so he shuts himself off, or He's not able to process that he's dead. What else can we look at? Books. Collection of books about writing. On writing good. An amp. Vintage York's amp. It has a connector for plugging in old phones. Speakers. Antique Wub speakers. They use actual wires to connect to the receiver. Incredible. Alright, where's his computer? Desk. What a blocky desk. There aren't any drawers or shelves. Weird. It's touch sensitive. The entire desk must be Mr. Otsuka's computer. Interesting. Mr. Otsuka's latest articles, some dated as recently as today. So he definitely didn't write those.
I'll start downloading these files.
Okay.
I finished my examination of Mr. Otsuka's computer.
And?
I didn't find anything particularly interesting.
Great.
But I copied some files to be examined later.
he's gradually adding to his porn stash.
If we're all done here, we should hurry and go warn Nanya about what we found.
Hey, none of your business.
Sympathy too.
You found something that might be some of your business.
They might be in immediate danger, so we must act fast.
Should we go to them first then?
Let's head for Nanya's business.
Leave through the window? Yes. Okay. Alright, it wants us to go to Nunya's business first, but fine.
Shit! What the hell are you doing back here?
Hey, the cat! The cat's following us now.
Wait, let me guess.
Go ahead.
You stole some of my files, or hacked my brain, or used telepathy or some shit. Found out someone else got hit by your little ghost in the machine, and when you got there, found out he was deader than new disco.
He's pretty good at this.
That close enough?
Yeah.
That is distressingly accurate.
Correct.
Well, it wasn't much of a damned guess.
Because?
Charlie Nova is dead.
Shit.
What? Charlie is...
The auto cab he was in drove him right off the bridge and into the bay.
Good trick.
It's been all over the news for
Somebody
the last 10 minutes.
somebody
I'm not looking
GTA'd him.
next. I'm getting the hell out of NeoSF, and I'm gonna forget that I ever saw you, ever knew Charlie, ever gave a shit about any of this.
Sounds good.
Hell, maybe I'll pick up a new career. I'm less likely to get murdered for being a fry cook. That's for damn sure.
I don't know. People really like the...
Oh no! No! Why is this happening?
Why is everybody die around us?
Car. No heat signatures, no wireless emissions, nothing. That wasn't
It was the
even
cat.
an auto cab. It's a manual.
Impressive. How was that even possible?
I don't know.
Ah, shit. Lexi's gonna give us so much shit now when she gets here.
I don't know.
Calm down.
That's it. This is too much. I've had enough. I don't care who's controlling the news anymore.
Okay.
Almost everyone we've talked to so far has died, and I can't live with any more blood on my hands.
So...
We're not investigating this lead any further.
Why not? It's interesting, though.
Right now.
It's not our fault, Turing. Okay, if that's what you want. So that's it? You're just gonna give up? Just like that? It's not our fault, Turing.
Logically, I know that. We haven't set out to harm anyone. But someone is using us as a stalking horse, hiding behind our investigation to clean up whatever this is.
Yeah, it's the... Look, it's the cat. It's right there.
If they want to keep taking out people involved in this, they're going to have to dig them up without our help. We don't have any other leads anyway.
I mean, it seems like they already knew who to target since Otsuka was already dead.
Thank you for
The
saying
homeopathy.
so.
That was a very, What's the film where that happens in? Where he goes, "You can just drop fucking dead," and they turn around and get hit by a bus. Is it? I think it's Final Destination. It was very like that, anyway.
We have more pressing avenues of inquiry to make. Let's move on.
We do? I'm unaware of these more pressing avenues. This game does not autosave. Yes, I do routinely forget to save the game. The game's decided to crash? No, okay. Chapter half a wine glass. Or 4, if you like. Next day? No, sunset. Okay.
Well, we should go to Melody's home and at least meet her.
Should we? What was that? What was that quest about? I've completely forgotten that one. Right, let us save. Start of chapter 4, sure. Saved. Okay. It would be nice if the game had a journal or something. Maybe I can just ask Turing about it.
Let's keep it the path we're on.
Okay. I need to know what the path is, Turing. Shit. Do not remember what the Melody business is.
Ready to head out?
I guess. Oh, right. She's someone who used to work with Dr. Fairlight, I think. What's wrong? We're here. Can you focus? Can you focus, Turing? What's up?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was wool gathering.
What?
I see we've arrived at the Melody Flores residence.
There's no sheep anywhere,
It's
though.
Quite impressive.
Are they statues of dogs or actual dogs?
She is still the majority owner of the Flower Cybernetics Group, despite retiring from day-to-day operations at the company.
Statue dogs, right?
I wonder how she and Hayden first began working together. Sorry, back on task.
Okay. I need to investigate these dogs.
You'd like to know before we head inside?
Yeah, why are we here? Give me a rundown of Flower Cybernetics. What can you tell me about Melody? Didn't Yannick say he and Melody had a falling out? Give me a rundown of Flower Cybernetics.
Flower Cybernetics was established in the early 2000s by Melody's mother, Antonella. It started out developing cutting-edge medical tech, including advanced prosthesis and nanoparticle diagnostic and treatment technologies.
Okay, so they just inject a bunch of robots into people. Got it.
They were vastly successful when they perfected the first synthetic nerve mesh, allowing direct connection and control between the nervous system and a cybernetic prosthesis.
Yeah, that would be pretty revolutionary, alright? If you could, like, control a prosthetic hand, like, with your brain. I know they're sort of working on that at the moment. It doesn't quite work.
The majority of their early projects were defense technologies for the American military.
Cool. So they made
Developing
military robots too. I gotta
military
go.
prosthesis for
No worries, your boy
military
Pathy. Thanks for
soldiers,
dropping in.
And then eventually electively for special forces. This research line culminated in the development of brain-controlled androids as shock troops, long since barred by international law.
I would think so. How did they even get that far?
Melody took over the company from her aging mother, and she fought against developing further military hardware from that point on. She pushed the company to use the BCA technology for the company's original goals of medical advancement, as well as developing the first direct link virtual reality implants. The company is largely successful on a global scale.
So she's
despite
responsible
continued
for
legislative movement against extensive
everybody
scientific
becoming a
use,
shut-in.
especially brain implants.
Everybody becoming a shut-in and engaging in VR pornography. What can you tell me about Melody herself?
Not a whole lot. She's largely private, in contrast to her mother's penchant for courting a media circus. Several biographies of former Flower executives show her as intensely passionate about demilitarizing the company to the point of absolute viciousness in the boardroom.
Okay, sounds
But
good so
it's been
far.
a long time since her days of fighting for the company, and she's since stepped away from the helm. There's talk that she's lost her spine in her old age, but
That's old age do that for you. You shrink.
well, I'd take that with a grain of salt. She may have retreated from the corporate battlefield, but you don't change the entire direction of a company as large as Flower if you're a quitter. Stay on your toes.
Okay. It's kind of difficult, though. I'm not wearing heels. Didn't the attic say he and Melody had a falling out?
He did, and I can't shine much light on that. I know that System 1 worked with Flower to help develop the first operating systems for the Direct Link virtual reality implants, so perhaps it happened during that time.
Would think so. It's the only time they work
Also,
together.
Flower eventually went with a different company for future models of the implant, but
Ouch.
there was never any public talk of a personal falling out between the heads of the companies. I'll scrape the mesh for more rumors, but they'll only be that, rumors. I can do my best to parse fact from fiction, but it blurs too much for me to be sure what's real.
Sure. Got it. Alright.
No time like the present, then.
I don't know. Future's pretty good. We snoop? Or will we... Actually, I want to check out the... Oh, it's a bear. I thought it was a dog. Well, whatever. That works. Small-scale bear statues guard the entrance to the mansion. Pet the bear. Can't take it. Not marble. Nor the gilded monuments. I didn't want to take it. I want to pet the... Okay, talk to the bear statue. Hey, baby. What's your sign? Very good. All right, ding dong. What's up? Hi, is Melody home? Yes?
Your guess is as good as mine. Mine says we can go in.
I think so. They left the door open.
Should we? Oh, wow.
Okay.
Swanky.
Swanky? Pay attention, Turing.
What? I have been trying to increase my usage of colloquialism.
Fair enough.
Is swanky too out of date?
I'm sure it's fine.
It's certainly before my time.
Oh, Miss Flores! Excuse us for the intrusion. My name is Turing.
Your bear let us in.
I know who you are.
I can explain. I know you don't like Dr. Fairlight very much, but I assure you there's a situation.
Fairlight? I didn't realize Hayden's research had become a charity case.
Well, since he's
Though
dead.
I suppose little boy Yannick will throw money at anything that raises his profile on the mesh.
Yeah, that's what I figured too.
Wait, you know Hayden? Also, we actually only just met Dr. Fairlight yesterday.
Oh, that's too bad. Now Pat won't have to eat you.
Don't eat us, Pat.
What?
Though I'm not sure your gears would have been good for his digestion.
Actually, madam, I'm not comprised of gears.
Damn it, Turing.
Well, either way, he's on a diet. This philosophy is how I lead my life. Sometimes you eat the bear, and sometimes the bear, well, he eats you.
Right.
Do you understand?
Very Yannick Smirnov of you.
Not really.
Look,
What What's
I
in
don't
between
have
them?
all
Is it
day
a
to
mouse?
entertain you, Turing, nor your new friend. Not even for Hayden.
What if he told you he
won't
was
have
dead?
time to waste if you're going to find him either.
Right.
Find his corpse, maybe. What's up, Pat? Look at Pat.
Melody keeps unusual company. Ursus maritimus, if I'm not mistaken.
What, polar bear?
That might be why the temperature controls are set so low in here.
Yeah, definitely a polar bear.
I wasn't aware you knew the scientific name of the species.
I don't, but I know what a polar bear looks like.
Ooh, has my interest in proper nomenclature started to rub off on you?
No. He's a white bear, Turing. What else could he be?
Plenty. Have you heard of a Kermode bear, also known as a spirit bear? Or he could be a white-phased black bear, or even a pizzly. But he's not. It's a polar bear.
Yes. Is a pizzly like a liger? It's like a cross with a polar bear and a grizzly bear? Which would never happen naturally, I guess. Same with a liger. Lions and tigers never meet. Strawberries. What is this? It's a cat. If you say so. The most regal looking robotic cat in the world sits prim and proper on the fainting chair. Gardening ROM. Fountain. Monitor. Alright, let's have the chats, Melody. Talk to Melody.
If you were one of Fairlight's worker bees, you wouldn't have made it through the door.
How would you
So
know?
Why are you here to badger me about poor Hayden?
He's dead?
You have me at a disadvantage, Ms. Flores. You seem far ahead of us on this matter.
Just call me Melody, darling. And of course. But I'll share a secret or two with you.
I have so many questions. Do you know what's happened to Hayden?
We know what's happened to him. He's
I
dead.
wish I didn't. Maybe you don't want to either.
Please, Melody, any information you might have. We haven't had access to any of his research notes and couldn't track down any collaborators he may have been working with.
Yeah, we're pretty much at a dead end here.
Perhaps if we know more, we might be able to nail down a solid motive.
Well, I don't know if I can speculate on that, beyond the usual corporate infighting. Not that Parallax is known for that, of course. We had been catching up recently, and he mentioned feelings of being watched. He started to worry he had been discussing your development with the wrong people.
Oops. Probably Fairlight. I haven't really trusted him for this whole playthrough.
When he stopped returning my calls, and now that you've shown up with a total stranger, it becomes clear what happened.
I see. Can you tell us anything else about his disappearance?
Oh, I'm afraid not, dear. I've been around long enough to know what's coincidence and what isn't.
We were hoping you might be able to shine some light on my origins. Fairlight mentioned that you had worked with Hayden in the past.
I see Hayden didn't neglect curiosity in your personality makeup. Well, you and I haven't properly met, but considering how often Hayden badgered me for design schematics of Flower's latest neural implants, I might as well be your aunt?
I guess?
We'll go with that. I wouldn't mind being an aunt, even to a blue-headed robot.
I'm touched, Melody.
Well then, I'm willing to answer your questions, for now.
So you sick the bear on us. Alright. How did you help Hayden with Turing? What's the story between you and Fairlight? Okay, how did you help Hayden?
Indeed. I don't see the connection between your company and Hayden's research into machine sapience.
Don't you? She worked on neural networks. She probably helped make your brain, really.
Oh, Hayden wasn't researching machine sapience. At least not primarily. Not to diminish the importance of your creation, Turing. but it's best you know the truth.
You're an accident?
Hayden is mainly interested in developing a way to transfer human consciousness into a machine matrix.
Oh no, not Soma again. We know how that turns out. People go insane.
You can see why neural implants would obviously be an integral part of that.
Oh, I didn't realize.
How would Turing's development help with digitizing the human mind? Because you could figure out how a brain would work in a robot, and I guess reverse engineer it.
The concept of transferring the human mind into a computer has been an attractive goal for decades. Functional immortality is powerful lure.
Sure.
The brain is an immensely complicated machine, and even though we know the right buttons to push to make pictures show up, we still can't replicate the entire thing as a technological construct. Even with the virtual reality implants, we're really just relying on the brain's ability to make sense of nonsensical signals. So Hayden decided the best way to make a machine more like the human brain would be to work in the opposite direction. Instead of mimicking how the human brain worked, he started writing code that mimicked the functioning of the human mind. Think of it like convergent evolution. Two species adapt in similar ways,
Yeah.
but on completely different continents.
That convergent evolution is so weird, because like almost everything turns into a crab. If you give it a long enough evolutionary chain, everything converges towards crab. It's like the ultimate shape or something.
Hayden is a crack programmer when it comes to information collating. It's why Parallax hired him when they did. So he wrote a bunch of self-modifying learning algorithms that were, frankly, baffling and let them loose. Poke and prod them here and there to make sure they value the same things humans do. And we eventually end up with you, Turing.
Interesting.
Yes,
Hayden
that's a word
never
for it.
revealed any of this to me.
I imagine he's pretty tight-lipped.
Well, he's very tight-lipped now.
The first prototype he considered a real success, and he was afraid of contaminating your development before he had a chance to make good observations.
Can you elaborate on your involvement?
Phew, if you can even call it involvement. It's a small city, and if you're in the tech sector, you are never more than 2 degrees removed from anyone else. When he started looking into this pet project of his, he came right up to my door and demanded access to the research logs behind our earlier implants. Cheeky, but it was impactful and disruptive, as they like to say around here. I couldn't care less about Flowers' patents anymore, so I gave him what he wanted, just to see what he would do. I'm frankly more impressed than I expected I would be, but don't tell him that.
I can't. We still not told him he's... Am I imagining that we learned he was dead?
Don't worry. I won't.
Oh, that was a compliment, dear.
Aiden wasn't invested in Turing's development.
I didn't say that. Hayden was quite interested in Turing, even if he is just a step to further research. In fact, he was preparing to publish his findings involving Turing, and I know it's going to make one heck of a splash in the scientific community.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big fucking problem, all right.
See, the most impressive part about you, Turing, is that you're surprisingly stock.
I assure you, Melody, my construction involves only the latest and greatest in ROM prototype technology.
Exactly. You're not off the shelf, but you're still just a souped-up ROM, more or less like every other one out there. Your personality algorithms are impressive, but they don't require some new space-age technology to work. Hayden is going to propose that human consciousness transference does not require special brain-like hardware architecture, but merely the right software wrapper to interface with the hardware. Much like how you function.
I suppose that is correct.
Sure, and it would be pretty cheap, and which means you could roll it out to a lot of people pretty fast too. It's a good way to fuck everything up too, though.
Personality matrices do take up substantial amounts of my processing power. Wouldn't custom hardware have capabilities that better serve such a demanding specialized task?
Sure. There's still plenty of reason in trying to make a computer that works just like a human brain. Efficiency is an important part of that. But if Hayden can emulate the human mind in existing technology, it means we can start the immortality now, rather than waiting for hardware to catch up with Hayden's software.
And who would be really interested in the immortality end of things? I mean, Dr. Fairlight's been confined to a chair for how many years? And he has to go into hospital regularly to get it checked up on? Seems like he'd be pretty happy with that kind of stuff.
Frankly, I'm not terribly interested in living forever. But there's more than enough people who are.
Thank you for this, Melody. I understand so little of my origins.
Well, I'm sorry I don't know more of the specifics. Hayden kept me up to date on his progress, but only in the vaguest of ways. If you can hunt down his notes, I'm sure they'll tell you more.
Yeah, we haven't been able to do that.
Of course, we'll keep looking. Now, perhaps we could ask some other questions?
Sure.
What's the deal with the bear? Why can't I ask that question?
Oh, hell, that old bastard and I have been flashing daggers at each other for the better part of 20 years. I contracted out the software development for our first-gen direct-link VR neural implants to System 1.
Right.
Things were going great, but after the first model sold like gangbusters, Yannick tried to get into bed with me, literally.
Oops.
I turned him down, very politely, I might add, and then suddenly all of the cooperation between our companies dried up.
Ah, Yannick.
We've been at it back and forth ever since. I'd be damned careful about trusting him if I were...
I don't trust him, don't worry.
He's a snake, and he'll do anything he can to get what he wants. Still, I suppose if he tried again now, I might not turn him down.
I'll let him know.
It would be fun to needle him about me still having my own company when he doesn't have his.
I think that's everything.
Good. I can get back to my retirement.
Yes. A little annoyed we can't ask about the bear, though.
Hi, Melody. We'll be in touch later.
Will we?
Oh, one more piece of information for you, if you'd like it.
Oh, one more thing, is it?
I've got the contact info for a Vincent Mensa, who I think might be of help to you. Vincent
Can
was
I have
working
it?
more closely with Hayden inside Parallax, mostly on his company-approved research on data collating algorithms for the mesh. I'll send him a message and ask him to meet you somewhere. He owes me a favor anyway, and might be able to give you some more information on anything else Hayden may have been working on.
Okay.
That would be fantastic, Melody. Perhaps Golden Gate Park?
Be careful, Turing. I don't like Fairlight's stench all over this scenario. Don't show him too many of your cards.
Yeah, Turing. Fucking telling him everything.
Cards? euphemism is unfamiliar to me.
Like if you were playing poker, Turing, you wouldn't show everybody what cards you had.
Don't tell him anything if you can. Fairlight is more dangerous the more he's informed.
Thank you, Aunt Melody. Wish us luck.
Alright, see ya, Pat. Golden Gate Park, I guess. Hey, can I have some water? Water bot?
Did you know that I'll soon have sparkling water available?
Gross.
Sparkling water. It's just as cool and refreshing.
Yeah, but I don't like the taste of it. Give me water.
Please do not ask me when I'll be stocking. Contain cool, refreshing water.
Give me water, you dick. Oh, you didn't give me any water. Fine, fine, fine. Hey, Guy. Guy Incognito. Oh, this robot is still getting trashed. Alright, what's up, Guy Incognito? We've never seen this person, and they appear to be waiting for somebody. Probably us. Perhaps this is who you're supposed to meet. Makes sense.
Can I help you?
I'm looking for a red squirrel.
I don't really have time to talk. I'm waiting for someone.
Yeah, me.
Are you Vincent Mensa? We're here for a meeting on behalf of Melody Flores.
Oh, good. You're Melody's people.
That's right.
Do you have everything that I asked for?
There must be some miscommunication. Melody said that you would be able to provide us with some information about Hayden Weber's projects within Parallax. He has gone missing, and any information we get may be useful.
Damn that old woman.
What?
We had a deal. She promised me, and I'm not giving up anything until I get what I need.
Okay.
I already know Hayden is missing. Why else would I be willing to sell corporate secrets to Flower? This was my chance to get out of the city. Instead, she sends the two of you, hat in hand with nothing.
Correct.
I'm assuming you're Hayden's little pet AI?
Insulting, but accurate.
Look, I'm sorry to come off callous. I do want to help.
Not for free.
Hayden was a colleague and a friend, and I want to know he's okay. But I also need help getting the hell out of Neo SF, and now.
Why?
My info is my leverage, and it's not for free. I'll just have to find another buyer. Maybe after I make another deal, I'll be able to pass it to you.
Perhaps we could assist you? My friend here is a terrific journalist. Being skilled at hunting down people and information is part of the job.
Yeah, that's me. I'm good at this kind of thing.
Look, I need 100,000 credits, an untraceable car, and a fake passport for me and my wife, Francesca.
Right.
If you can get me all that, I'll give you anything you want. Hayden's research notes, what I know about Parallax, my company's security credentials, whatever. If you're really sure journals can come up with that kind of stuff in one day.
We'll see.
Might?
Do you mind answering some other questions first?
Dear God, I'm doomed.
Yes, you are.
Melody only gave us a rough sketch of what you need. The more you can tell us about the situation, the sooner we can fulfill your request.
Melody didn't give us anything.
Sure, as long as it isn't the juicy stuff.
What do you do for Parallax? Why are you so adamant about getting out of the USF? Do you know anything about Hayden's Sphere? Okay, what do you do for Parallax?
I'm the head applications engineer for their data analysis division. Or maybe was, is what I should be saying.
This tells me nothing. I don't know what any of that meant.
If Hayden is the big brain who comes up with the math that runs the search algorithms, I'm the guy who figures out how to collect and apply the data that we get. We've worked pretty closely for years, but he's head and shoulders above me as far as theory goes. Hayden built a fully independent machine intelligence in his spare time.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to bash myself here. I'm a good software engineer, probably one of the best. But machine intelligence? In a form factor like yours? Now that blows my mind. We've got full immersion, virtual reality, yet most people would still call you science fiction.
If you say so.
Why are you so adamant about getting out of Neo SF?
Because Parallax is rotting from the inside out. Hayden going missing is the last straw, and it's a big-ass straw. There is... how do I put this without giving it away? There's a new project about to roll out, and it's going to change everything about how Parallax does their business worldwide. Since the launch of the MeshNet, we've had some board shakeups, and the people at the top are different from the ones who've previously run the company.
Okay.
The altruism the company displayed in the past is gone. They're harder, more ruthless.
This is sounding a lot like Google.
More concerned with profits and power than ever before.
This is sounding a lot like Google.
Not just richest company in the valley power either. Real power. My guess? Parallax got rid of Hayden because he was about to do something that would get in the way of that. If they're willing to get rid of the brightest mind on their payroll, what's to stop them from getting rid of me? There's a half dozen people who could do my job. So I'm getting out before I accidentally step on the wrong person's toes and end up at the bottom of the bay.
Do you know anything about Hayden's disappearance?
Nothing concrete. I probably wouldn't have noticed anything out of the ordinary. I mean, Hayden goes out for a couple days all the time, right? Conferences and guest teaching. He doesn't exactly share his itinerary with me. I tried asking around and no one will say anything. If he had jumped ship, went to a different company, it would be the talk of the week at the water coolers. Instead, dead silence. Thankfully, he allowed me to keep backups of most of his work, simply because I cross-referenced it so much. He didn't like having it all in one place anyway. Bring me what I asked for, and I'll tell you more.
Alright, we'll figure out how to do any of that shit.
ROM is fun. I want to poke at it a bit.
Leave the water bot alone.
If you do manage to get what I need, bring it here today and you'll get anything you want. Forwarding photos and info for the passports to Turing now. And I really hope you can do this.
Yeah, me too.
I'd rather give it to you than some other corporation anyway. See you soon.
I'm not quite sure where to get fake passports or an untraceable card.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not sure how we're gonna do this, Turing.
The only shady folks we know are those punks who vandalized Hayden's apartment. I doubt they could point us in the right direction, but a long shot is better than no shot.
I know Tomcat might be able to do it.
We don't know where they are, though, so for now we should focus on getting the money for Mr. Mensa.
We just go to Fairlight, he'll probably be fine with it.
Dr. Fairlight or Melody
Yeah.
can spot us the credits. That certainly is no small amount, but is unlikely to cause much consternation for either of them, assuming they are as dedicated to helping as they claim.
Yeah.
Melody is assumably home as usual, and Fairlight did let us know he'd be at the hospital. We could ask either of them for assistance. Up to you to decide which would be a better course of action.
I really don't like Fairlight. I think he's really up to something. So let's go back to Pat and the bear. Hey, Pat.
Hello, Pat. Could we see Melody? I guess that means yes?
I hope so. Hey, we're back.
Turing, I'm not saying I don't like seeing your little pixelated face. You're
But
certainly better company than most of the humans I have to deal with.
But
I am a busy woman, you know? Lots to do.
I'm sure.
Right, Pat? Traitor. Anyway, maybe we should space these little visits out a good bit further. Hmm?
Sure.
Familiarity breeds contempt, after all. And I'm very good at contempt.
I apologize, Aunt Melody. You've stated before that you like your peace and quiet, but we need your assistance.
Oh, we're running with the aunt thing, are we?
Yeah, I don't know, it's fun.
Another woman would tell you not to butter her up, but oh, flattery will get you everywhere with me. All right, what do you need?
$100,000? Vincent needs help getting out of the city.
I can only imagine. If he's willing to turn coat on Parallax, I bet he feels like a mouse in a cat farm.
A cat farm?
I know they don't actually farm cats, Pat. It was a metaphor. Whatever, it was a simile then. I am not going to play semantics with you. Moving on. Tell me what the trouble is, and I'll try to conjure up a solution.
Money? We're gonna need to pay for the information. I'm glad you're willing to help us clean up your mess. No.
Yes, Mr. Mensa says he needs 100,000 credits before he's willing to speak openly.
1,000.0, actually. Turing.
He also said that you already promised it to him, and that he won't be able to get out of the city without it. He'll give us the information once we have that, plus a few other things.
He better.
I'm certain we can get on our own.
What? You can't even scrape together that kind of money?
No.
Your friend's not much of a journalist, eh, Turing?
What journalist just has 100K lying around?
According to the statistics that I have found, it is unlikely that a journalist of any caliber less than the best would have that amount of liquid assets on hand. The pay for the profession just isn't that high.
I would think so.
Oh, I see. I guess it's one of those jobs people do because they get free review merchandise, eh?
Yeah. I am right here. Haha, I could always sell ninja assassin androids instead. Haha.
I can get you the money, Turing, but only because you're family. Just give Pat a few minutes to gather it.
Good luck, Pat.
Yeah, just keep moving, you big brute.
Pat doesn't have thumbs. It's gonna take a while.
Is there anything else you want to grill me over? Might as well save us both another visit.
Maybe Turing has something to ask. How smart is Pat, really? It seems a little sad that you're all alone except for a bear.
I do. It's a little personal, though. I'd understand if you didn't feel like answering.
Just shoot, Turing. I can take it.
Long ago,
In a galaxy far, far away.
I was wondering, how did you deal with it? Hayden's only been gone for a few days, and I already feel like my circuits are going to lock up for good.
Oh, Turing, I'm not the right person to ask. I hated my mother. She's everything I thought wrong in the world, and when she was gone, I felt nothing but relief that I could start undoing the damage she did. Never mind the fact I had to watch her waste away from the cancer. Death was a blessing for us both. Besides, you'll find Hayden soon. Keep your chin
Oh. Blast it! Enough with this subterfuge! We already know Hayden was killed.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
won't be getting him back.
I'm sorry, Turing. I still don't know what to tell you. I've lost people, but never anyone close enough to wound me. I don't know that I've ever had anyone close enough to do that.
What about Pat?
If you feel like talking about it, I'm willing to listen. Or make Pat do it anyway.
Thank you. I don't know.
Stick it out. Time heals all wounds. Or so they say.
I don't know. I think it just really makes those wounds really fucking deep.
This too shall pass.
Yeah. Smart is Pat, really? Seems a little sad, John. Okay, how smart is Pat?
Smarter than I give him credit for, that's for sure. It's not the easiest thing in the world to measure, you know? He doesn't process language in the same way humans do, and even if he can understand me, my translation program just guesses at what he says most of the time.
Oh, you have a translator running from your neural implant.
Ah, yes, I'm cheating. Though, honestly, even without it, I have a pretty good idea of what he means most of the time. We've been together for a while now.
How long do polar bears live?
Considering he only really works on large, typically predatory mammals. We don't have a lot of test subjects. It's a minefield of ethical concerns beyond just being prohibitively expensive. So Pat is a bear apart, at least until we can figure out how to apply the modified neural pathways without frying the brains of 90% of the subjects.
Okay, 90%.
The tech we developed is good. It just has a damned high mortality rate. Maybe one day there will be a bunch of talking tigers and dolphins building cities in the sea, but
I thought you said it was
for now,
predatory.
we're stuck with creating...
Wait, are dolphins Yeah, wait, dolphins are predatory. Okay, never mind. Seems a little sad that you're all alone except for a bear and a cat. There's a robot cat there, too. And now there's us.
Being alone is easier, and Pat isn't such bad company. I mean, what do you want me to do? Cry about never having a husband, a few kids, and a white picket fence?
Nah.
I had a company to run, and my mother's legacy to fix. What's to say some spawn of mine wouldn't do the exact same thing to my flower, just the other way around?
Gross.
This branch of the Flores line will do well without any more knives being inserted in backs. Thank you very much.
You have that much enmity for your mother?
Have you seen what she did to North Korea? It's a wasteland of death and destruction.
Okay.
If we had kept going down the path she charted, the whole world would be like that.
The information on the mesh does seem to paint a grim picture.
Grim barely scratches the surface. I've been there. At least under the Kims it was barely functional. Now, my mother's monsters have ripped every last resemblance of humanity from the land. They stalk the night like horrific creatures of legend, keeping the populace in line through constant fear.
What? Is this their android robot military thing?
A horror story straight out of the pages of Bram Stoker. That's her legacy. So I can't imagine I'd be a very good mother, just from the example I have to work with. That's life. I don't have any more regrets than anyone else my age does. My legacy will speak for itself, as my mother's did.
We're short on time. Pat?
Oh, just in time then. Take the cash and get moving.
You got it. Briefcase full of cash added items.
I can finally get back to whatever it was I was doing before you burst in here.
Sure. Knock yourself
Thanks,
out.
Aunt Melody. Your help has been invaluable to us.
Yes, yes. Brown nose later. You've got things to do too.
Okay.
I did not think I would feel such a strong resonance with Melody. We're connected by the barest of threads, but she is already important to me. Is that strange?
No. Maybe you're both lonely. There are Stranger Things. Season 4 coming soon. What about you is normal? I'm sure you're both lonely.
Very possible. I guess there's nothing to do but run with it. Some gifts are too valuable to look at too closely, lest they vanish into thin air, and I already have a penchant for overanalyzing things.
Very poetic for a robot.
Let's get moving. We still have things to do before we can meet back up with Mr. Mensa.
Yeah. How are we going to do any of those things? Anyway, let's check the briefcase actually has money in it. There's 100,000 credits inside this thing, allegedly.
Detective Rivers, to what do we owe the pleasure?
Why are you here,
I
Lexi?
managed to hunt down those twerps that roughed up Hayden's place.
Yay!
Back for you.
Nice.
I dragged them in, but without that thing, I'm only going to be able to nail them on the vandalism charges, not the theft.
Does this mean the police will finally let you move on with the real case?
Nope. They're going hard after whoever took out our bot yesterday, and the place got tagged way before the assault.
Those kids must have come in right after we left to meet Tomcat. They work fast.
They made it out before the police ROM ever showed up, so the brass doesn't really care about them.
Great.
I hope this computer chip thingy was worth the trouble.
Yeah, me too.
I've got them rotting and processing right now. Figured I'd let them stew while I drop this off. Could do wonders for their attitudes. Especially the tall one. Mouthy punk. The worst part is that they dress really nice for how annoying they are.
Thanks, Lexi. We appreciate the help. At times, someone locked those punks up. Thanks, Lexi.
Indeed. Is that the only reason you tracked us down, Detective Rivers?
Oh, maybe she wants to go out, get a drink.
I would have thought you'd call us in for handing off the data cache.
I wanted to check in with you away from the prying eyes of my corporate masters.
All right.
It wasn't too hard to track you down here. Only took a slight abuse of power to follow your credit transactions in the AutoCab system.
Turing, stop paying for the AutoCab. I don't have that kind of money. Were you able to find anything out? Well, it took you long enough. We're losing our job. Were you able to find anything out?
Not much.
Great.
Listen, I've hit a dead end on the investigation again, and
Yeah, me
need to
too.
use another lead from the two of you.
Well, great, because I don't have any fucking leads
I've been
either.
busy hunting down I'm not sure if I want to call him a soldier of fortune or an assassin for hire. Either way, I tracked this guy down to see if he might have been hired by Parallax to snatch Hayden, but he's got an ironclad alibi for the relevant period of time. That leaves me with nothing. Nada. Jack diddly shit. Do the two of you have anything to give me?
Maybe?
Otherwise, I'm back to hunting down the froyo-hating robot ghost in the park. At least my superiors would be ecstatic, considering how much they keep riding my ass about it.
We're on thin leads ourselves, Detective Rivers. We have a meeting with someone from inside Parallax who might be able to give us answers, but he's unlikely to want to talk to the police. I just wish this... Never mind.
Turing?
Buck up, Turing. I wish this was easier too. But with detective work, sometimes it's not about being clever. It's just about being more dogged and relentless than whoever you're chasing. You two are my new deputies, right?
That's how wolves work. That's how wolves hunt their prey down. It's not by being faster than them, it's by just not letting them rest.
So keep your nose to the ground and keep digging. I still have a few contacts I can hit up to try finding out a little more. You let me know if there's anything else I need to be going after.
Yeah, how about that murder guy who's somehow able to take over a manual truck and run people over? Maybe you should look into that. We will. Thanks, Lexi. Okay, guess we're not telling her about that.
Yeah, sure. Just get going. Don't forget, if you die, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Got it. Bye.
Okay then, we only have a single lead. If Parallax really is as shady as Vincent seems to suspect, it could end up very interesting. Let's see if we can put an end to this. Finally. Oh, Tomcat said that we should drop the data cache off with Majid at Stardust when we get a chance. They'll need to decrypt it to see if there's anything useful left inside.
Right. Okay. We will do that next time. Because I don't know if you noticed, but I was yawning a bit at the end of that. I'm pretty tired. So I'm gonna call it there. So we'll make a save here. Save? All good. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's it for tonight for Foley Fables 2064 read-only memories. So we've got a lead, we got the data cache back finally. So I messed up a minigame last stream. I would have had us get that data cache a bit earlier, and we would have met these punks as well. So this will be the first time we're meeting them, but if you had played that minigame properly, you would have met them already. Okay, so yesterday's stream, Vampire stream, I was talking about alternating Vampire 2064 with something else, just because I don't want to be playing the same 3 games for the next several months, because Xenoblade Chronicles is going to be with us for a while. So I've been thinking to alternate Vampire with Bayonetta, because Bayonetta 3 will be out some stage this year, at least it hasn't been delayed yet. And 2064, I'm thinking either alternating with the Centennial Case or just playing ahead and then jumping into the Quarry instead. Quarry would be like Supermassive Games' next game, so the people who made Until Dawn, so they're like making a full-length thing, as opposed to like their Dark Pictures games are like much shorter games, whereas the Quarry seems like it's going to be a much bigger, much longer title, and that is out in a couple of weeks, so it's possible we'll have finished 2064 by then and we could just roll straight into it. So I don't know yet. I don't know if I might leave 2064 alone and just alternate Vampire with Bayonetta. I haven't decided yet. Friday we are going to look at Eiyuden Chronicle Rising, which is a side-scrolling action RPG, I guess, where you have 3 characters that you can swap between. There's a little bit of town building as well, and it is a prequel / companion game to Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes, which will be out later on this year. Eiyuden Chronicle Rising is a Kickstarter stretch goal that they reached during the Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes Kickstarter campaign. So we'll see what that's like. It'll give us a flavor of what the universe of Eiyuden Chronicle is, and see if we're in any way interested in playing 100 Heroes later on in the year. And Saturday we'll be continuing Xenoblade Chronicles. We have not played much of it. We are people who are familiar with Shulk of Xenoblade Chronicles and Super Smash Bros. Frame. We have just acquired the Monado, and we have a quest for revenge to embark on. But other than that, Sunday, weekly news recap as usual, and then we will wrap back around to Tuesday, Vampire or Bayonetta, 2064 on Wednesday, and so on. Anyway, I'm going to head off. Thanks for watching, your boy Pathy and Spangaloid, and anyone who happened to be hanging out lurking in the chat. Always appreciate it. Always appreciate the views and anybody, engagement and all that stuff. Anyway, I'm going to head off, so have a good rest of your evening. And see you on Friday. Bye-bye.